Hi friends, it's Sarah from Ruffles and Rainboots, and today we are making holiday wood gnomes that are going to be featured in a major magazine. If you would like to make them, boop, 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 stick around. I promise, it's super fun. As always, please hit that like button so I know you're here. It helps me a ton with the algorithm. So in the description box below, this will be posted. All the supplies will be on my website, Ruffles and Rainboots, and a few more tips when making these. I'm going to tell you I used a 2x4 and cut at 15-degree angles, but you can also buy pre-made wood triangles. Doesn't that make it easy? I'm using a thick masking tape. You can use craft masking tape, and I'm just doing a section that is going to be our face. Now, I've done these multiple times, and the easiest way is to use a brush to do the bottom portion, but you can use masking tape and mask that off as well. All right, so I can show you my colors that I chose over here. I'm going for a bit of a natural, more rustic look, so I'm going to take all of the colors I'm using and combine them with black so that I can sort of play with that more burnt natural palette. So while I am painting these, I will tell you, you can also use Mod Podge along that top edge or the bottom edge if you're using it as well. However, you don't need to, because we're going to be cleaning it up in the next step. I'm going to take this time to tell you that yes, Little Ruffles and Rainboots is going to be featured in Better Homes and Gardens Holiday Crafts Edition for 2021. Those will be on newsstands on September 17th. Here I used orange and yellow and just created this nice, I really love this color orange. I don't know why. I come back to it every time I'm doing something rustic. And sort of a natural sap green. I'm using acrylic paints here, not mixed with anything, just straight up acrylic paints. All right, so I mixed the blue with all of the black in order to get this cool denim color. Now, because I am mixing these colors, I'm going to show you how to do that in just a second. I'm going to make a straight edge line down at the bottom. Again, you can make it with masking tape. All right, so this is just like a tip for painting. Always clean up your edges, no matter what they look like, and always bring in whatever other color you're using. So I'm bringing in the blue, and I know it doesn't seem like it's a good idea, but you see how this blue is adding sort of a vintage effect? We can also sandpaper that. Hint, sandpaper's coming up in just a minute. But we can also sandpaper that to sort of even wash it out a little bit more. So if you add a little bit too much in one section, or you make the red paint or blue paint or whatever you're using a little dark in one section, don't worry, sandpaper covers a lot of sins because you can just wipe it off. All right, so I'm just cleaning up all of my edges all the way around here on the hat, adding that blue all the way through. And again, it looks a little bit like, wow, you just stuck on blue paint right here. But I promise you, the sandpaper will make a magical bit of difference. It's magical crafting here at Ruffles and Rainboots. All right, so I'm just going to be adding this denim blue all the way around. I did not do the bottom, but you can do that as well. If you do paint the bottom, I would say you definitely need to seal these. And for sealant, just use a UV sealant. You can use a UV spray sealant, or you can use a brush-on sealant like a Liquitex, which is usually what I use. All right, one last edge here, and we're gonna blow through the next couple, okay? So I'm gonna be speeding this up so you don't have to watch me paint. Just be careful when you are taking off that masking tape that you don't pull up into the paint, because it is acrylic paint. All right, when those are dry, you're just going to take a bit of sandpaper or a sanding sponge, whatever you have. This one goes on my machine, as you can see. And we're just going to mainly focus on muting down the colors that are too dark and roughing up those edges. So I'm going to show you on the red one here, a little bit closer up, how I really do take quite a bit off on the edges. So you can see here at the very top, I want that natural wood to come through in some areas. You can see it on the front of them. If you're new to cutting faux fur, don't worry, I have a whole tutorial on that for you. The trick is just to cut the fabric backing. You're going to measure the width at the base of the face, and you're going to cut a U shape. Be sure to fold down and glue the very top and cut off any of those pesky fabric strands, but don't cut the fur. Glue that entire thing at the top portion of the pants, and then we're going to, if you want, you can just split the fur right here and make a mustache. Or you can see how I make mustaches in just a second. So we're going to do this for each one, repeating the steps. Cut it into a U shape, fold over the top, and glue it onto the face. Now for the mustache, you're just going to create a rectangle a little wider than the bottom portion of your face or the top of your beard. You're going to split the fur in the center just with your fingers and glue the fabric backing together all the way across. And then you can either glue just the middle point, or you can glue the whole thing to the wood block. And that's going to be your choice on how you like the look. I like it when it sort of moves it down, that puts the mustache down. I am using clay beads for my noses, but you can just go to Hobby Lobby or Joann's or Amazon and get wood beads, work just as well. And I'm just going to put that right on the wood, right at the top of my mustache. If you would like to add a little va-va-va-voom, we're going to make eyebrows the same exact way we made mustaches. So we're just going to cut the rectangle, glue the fabric back in together, and then I'm just going to cut it in half so that I have even pieces of eyelashes. These add a lot of character, but they really change the look from a traditional one to sort of more playful one. And guess what? Stick them all on there with hot glue and you're absolutely done. So let me know down in the comments section, what do you think of these cuties? Be sure to pick up the Holiday Crafts edition from Better Homes and Gardens and like and subscribe for more crafty fun.